Section 1.5C is the last section for Unit 1, and we're going to talk about scientific notation, and that's a method of writing numbers using powers of 10. Usually it's used for numbers that are very, very large or very, very small. And numbers take this form. We have m, and m has to be greater than or equal to 1 or less than 10. And then we multiply that by 10 to a power. So in scientific notation, basically, this number here is greater than or equal to 1, but less than 10. And we want to multiply by 10 to the 7th power. If we want to put it in standard notation, we move that decimal 7 places to the right. Now, if our exponent is negative, we have to move the decimal 7 places to the left. So each time you move a decimal, it's like multiplying or dividing by a power of 10. Now, with scientific notation, it's okay to have a negative exponent. Okay, now we're going to simplify this expression and write it in scientific notation. With scientific notation, you're going to put your number parts together. So we're going to do 2.325 divided by 9.3. And we put the tens parts together. So this would be 10 to the 6th divided by 10 to the 9th. So I'm just splitting it up. We're going to divide this number, so it's going to be 0.25. And we divided the numbers, and we're going to subtract our exponents. Now, don't flip-flop these exponents. Whatever's in the numerator is written down first, and then we subtract what's in the denominator, the exponent. So this is going to be 10 to the 6 minus 9. All right, now, when we simplify this, it's 0.25 times 10 to the negative 3. Okay, now we need to make sure that we're in scientific notation. This is not in scientific notation. This number is not greater than or equal to 1, so we have to change that. And what we're going to do is we're going to move the decimal place one place, and when we do that, it's like multiplying by 10. So I've adjusted this part of the number. I've made it 2.5. I've increased it by a power of 10. So I need to decrease this one by a power of 10, which means I need to subtract an exponent. So this would be times 10 to the negative 4th. So these two numbers are equivalent, but this one's not in scientific notation. That's why we have to change it. All right, second one, example. We are going to now multiply in scientific notation. So we're going to put our number parts together. We're going to say 4 times 3.1. And we're going to put the 10 parts together. So this is 10 to the negative 6. Bases are the same, 10 to the negative 4. If the bases are the same, we add the exponent. So this would be times 10 to the negative 6 plus negative 4. Okay, so when we multiply these together, we're going to get 12.4 times 10. And this is going to give us 10 negative 6 minus negative 6 plus negative 4 is going to give us a negative 10. And we are not in scientific notation. So we need to move the decimal point one place to the left because the number needs to be greater than or equal to 1 but less than 10. So this is going to leave us with 12 point, oops, not 12, sorry. It's going to leave us with 1.24 times 10. And since I decreased this by a power of 10. I made this one smaller. This one has to get larger. So I'm going to add 1 to the exponent here. So this is going to end up being 10 to the negative 9. So just remember when you're adjusting, if you decrease this part of the number, you need to increase this part of the number. Or if you increase this part of the number, this part has to be decreased. Otherwise, we've changed the value of the number.